Welcome once again to another video. Thanks as always guys for tuning in, and let me as usual take this time to let you guys know how appreciative I am for you to take time out of your busy schedule to join me in another video. And also guys, let me remind you to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. And also comment guys, comment and let us know what you think about the video. You know, whether it's the content, something I've said that you may or may not have agreed with, whatever it is. Okay, so guys, this first video that I'm coming to you with right now, I want you guys to watch this video and give me your honest opinion, not only on what is taking place in the video, but also what is being said by the person in the background speaking. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and I know you're gonna hear my opinion first before you can give me yours. But just drop a comment in the comment section and let me hear your honest opinion as to what you think about what this person is saying and what these is taking place in with these young ladies. All right, so let us check out the video and then we'll speak on the other end.
A soldier in a place and it's a gun. A soldier there, him a soldier and war a gun in a place and soldier there. All them slackness here. This anti-wall is a keep up. This anti-wall is a keep up. War a gun. This anti-wall is a keep up. This anti-wall is a keep up, brother. Hey, yo! And soldier there in a place. And soldier there in a place. See that? And soldier in a place, brother. All Jones are fuck, brother. This can't read, brother. Can't read a bumbo cloth.
So guys, sorry first of all for the the bad words in the video, but first thing, these young ladies, I think that scene needed some police officers from the JCF in on the scene right there, because these young ladies probably should have been arrested and charged for what's the charge, for unlawful behavior or something like that, right? Because anyone could have gotten hurt in this incident here. Kids were on the scene, the soldiers were trying to stop them from throwing the stones. Other men were there trying to stop them also. And at one point, I think I saw a little girl run across the road. So, and you see the size stones that they were throwing at each other, right? So, some of these young ladies, I think they should have been charged. They were, I don't know if I don't think, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think the soldiers of the legal authority to arrest and charge anyone. They could have probably brought them to the police station, but and the other thing is, we have seen quite a few videos over the years, over the months, whatever, where people, probably even the same neighborhood, I'm not sure, but where people are behaving badly, trying to attack soldiers and end up on the wrong end, right? Because who is gonna be allowing, especially a soldier in that caliber, right, is gonna stand around and let people beat on them without retaliating. And we have seen some videos where soldiers have put on some good lick on some of them, right? And the uproar, the demonstration, roadblock, road burning, all that kind of thing, right? And just look at this now, right? And this guy is gonna be saying, this is happening, and these are soldiers. If these are soldiers, right? And I'm pretty sure if the soldiers had retaliated, not even so retaliated because they weren't throwing the stones at the soldiers, but if the soldiers had acted in a certain type of way, because in the last part there you could see where a stone almost hit the soldier, right? And I'm sure if the soldier had acted in a certain way where he probably, put on a liquor or two on that young lady, maybe that same person that is talking about if these are soldiers would be one of the first to be jumping around and blocking the road and burning tires in the road and everything, right? And saying a different thing, right? And he's saying this Andrew Owen is keeping up. And for those of you who don't know who is Andrew Owen, that's the Prime Minister of Jamaica, right? And I'm sure nobody see Andrew Onis out there throwing any stones, right? Or egging on anybody to throw stones. So I don't know how the hell this stupid is saying, those sort of things. And, he's really an idiot, for the things that is coming out of his mouth. He's one of them dumbasses that don't even know what is his hand from his foot, right? Because only an idiot would be saying things like that, right? So guys, drop a comment as I said and let me know what you think. All right, guys, so moving on, right? If you guys remember this guy here, his name is Rushane Barnett. I did a couple of videos. I did a video on him. He's the guy that killed his cousin and their four kids over there in Cocoa Piece in Clarendon, right? And just a little update, guys. And again, let me know what you think about this. So 2 months ago, he was sentenced to serve life sentence for the murder of the family, right? And now, he has decided, well, I think he has decided, and I hope he has decided to give his life to the Lord, right? Because, we're getting information that he got baptized in prison. So, the 23-year-old Rushane Barnett was baptized during a ceremony held at the Tower Street Correctional Center, where he is being kept. And as I said, he was reportedly baptized in that ceremony, right? So we made him know, say, once he comes into God's family, he is no longer condemned. We don't preach and teach condemnation. Society might condemn you, but in the word, once you live in God, you are not condemned. But if you live in sin, you are. So we kind of bring it across to him in such a way that he came to a point where he said, I surrender. A well-placed source said, right? And I would imagine that was one of the clergyman that was, there witnessing to them and, all of that stuff. The source described the occasion as something else, as the quintuple murderer sobbed a little before surrendering his life. He never really cried, but you could feel the sorrow in his heart. The source told the news team via telephone on Thursday. Barnett was sentenced to life in prison in October for murdering his cousin Kemisha Wright, 31, who was 31 at the time, and her 4 children. Right? Their bodies were discovered in Cocoa Piece. For those of you who probably didn't hear about it or don't remember, in Cocoa Piece home in Clarendon with chop wounds and the throats slashed on June 21st. right? So, you know, guys, I've seen on different social media sites where people are speaking out against this, the Rushane Barnett. And rightfully so, because of the level of crime he committed, right? But on the other hand, as I said in the first part, when I just started talking about him, that I hope, you know, he surrendered his life to God for real, because you know only God alone can you know save him and wash him from the sins he has committed. Not to say the sins will the gruesome act that he committed will disappear. It won't. But for you know if you surrender your life to God and you know then and you do it woefully so and you know all of that good stuff, then he's the only person that can give you that level of forgiveness that humans won't are not going to give, right? So you know let's hope that this is real and he just didn't do it for sympathy or to think he can get out of jail free card. You know, good behavior, hope for parole. I don't know if that all of that could happen, but I've seen stranger things, guys. So, but anyway, just let us hope that this is for real though, and you know, as I said, that he gave his life to God for real. Let me see what is here interesting I could say about this guy here, that they say about this guy. It was not him, but it is him. He was just the vessel used to carry out the act. He said, listen, church, me can't believe me surprise all myself. Wait, I gotta go back, guys. The massacre shocked the island as many labeled Barnett as a monster. However, the source disclosed that Barnett testified strongly about the case and spoke about what happened to him. It was not him, but it was him. He was just the vessel used to carry out this act. He said, listen, church, me can't believe me surprise all myself. Me can't believe me would do something like this. And that sounds like it's Barnett himself that is saying this. It was like he was saying he was overtaken by spirits, so they ended up have to pray over him before he was baptized, the source revealed. Barnett is the 42nd inmate to be baptized since January, with the majority of them serving life sentences. The source also added that Barnett was now in his right mind after spending several weeks in counseling with the prison chaplain. The source also stated that the baptism was attended by everyone inside the prison. As a matter of fact, the baptism was already started and he sent word that he wanted to come and baptize. So the officers had to go and escort him. That was the situation, the source said. The individual said that when inmates give their heart to the Lord, they receive teaching about the word for them to understand what they are getting into. The chaplain also provides biblical and psychological and physiosocial counseling to ensure inmates fully understand the step they are taking. Sometimes some of these guys would say yes, they want to serve the Lord, but then at the end of the day, they were in a moment where everything is going in a particular way. So you just want to be a part of the fever, the source said. Upon hearing news of Barnett's baptism, Gwendolyn McKnight, the mother and grandmother of the deceased, was overjoyed. He was baptized. Hallelujah, Jesus. I always tell myself, say, because I forgive him, I hope God speak through him and hope he change his lifestyle and know what he did was so wrong to his own flesh and blood who cared for him. I just wish him all the best in there, McKnight said. Defense attorney Tamika Harris, who represented Barnett at his trial, also expressed joy. If this is true, I am happy that he has turned himself over to the Lord, Harris said. Yes, guys. So I don't want to go too long into this one incident, but I've seen this. Just reminded me that I saw this video that a young lady did, right? And I hope she hears this word on the street voice right now, saying to her, if the Lord can forgive you, what say you? What say man? And I mean, when I say man, I mean mankind, right? Because if this is really true, right, and he has turned himself over to the Lord, now we as the public, right, who is not even related to none of them, can also, you know, forgive him, right? There you heard the grandmother of the grandmother and the mother of the deceased said she already forgave him, right? And I heard you in your video saying you how much you hate him, right? How much you hate him, and you express it so vibrantly, you know what I mean? So I hope you hear this voice right now saying to you, God has if it is really true, God has forgiven him already. And I think he already did so before he even made that move, because God knows everything before we ourselves even know it. All right. So anyway, moving along. I've taken up too much time on this one incident already, right? So guys, the next incident, next story that I want to bring to you guys is about a couple in St. Catherine who was killed on their return home from off the road. So it is such a sad case, with all that's going on, and especially in this holiday season, guys. We all have to, be try our endeavor best to be so careful, that I don't know, the measures that we take sometimes when we're being so careful is like, if you see a Hans walk past you too fast, run. That's how careful, we have to be these days. So, police sources have confirmed that a St. Catherine couple from the Commodore community in Linstead was shot and killed on Thursday morning. The couple had just returned home from being on the road. The taxi operator who took them home was also shot and injured. He is in the hospital. But the unfortunately couple, didn't make it. They were officially pronounced dead upon arrival at the hospital. So guys, nobody knows up till now what the motive of this incident is, and investigations are ongoing. So we'll be listening now to hear what if they come up with a motive for this killing. So we just want to say condolences to the family, friends and loved ones of this couple here, and keep them in our prayers. You know what I mean? Because at this time, it's right here in the holiday season to lose a loved one. Boy, I know it's not a good thing, right? So let's keep them in our prayers, guys. So, guys, this last story that I want to bring to you, is about this gentleman here on your screen right now, and he was a clergyman over there in Portmore in Jamaica, and sadly so, he was shot he was shot and killed right there at his gate, right there at his gate, guys. So reports are that he was reversing his car out of his yard, with family members. I'm not even sure if anyone else was in the car, or he was reversing out before they got into the car, but I know family members were there, right? His name is Linval Lewis, and he was the pastor of the Spanish Town Tabernacle and Greater Portmore Tabernacle. He was shot several times near right at his gate in Portmore on Monday, right? And guys, I had a video that I was thinking of adding to this blog here, but I decided against it, because of family privacy. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people's faces were showing in the video, so I didn't want to put it up and maybe compromise anything, or whatever, because up till now no one knows the motive of this killing. The matter is now a murder investigation. The police say Reverend Lewis was receiving treatment at hospital. He was attacked just after midday by a gunman who opened fire at him while he was driving from his house, or he was reversing from his house, they should have said, on Northwest 10th Way in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. The gunman is believed to have waylaid him. So in other words, they were waiting for him, outside the gate as he was reversing out. The incident occurred in the presence of other family members who were traveling with him. As he came under gunfire, Lewis lost control of the motor car he was driving, which veered off the roadway and onto a sidewalk, coming to a halt in a clump of small trees meters away from his gate. Church members have expressed shock at the incident. The St. Catherine South Police are investigating. Up to December 12, the St. Catherine South Police Division had seen 100 shootings this year, on par with the figure recorded for the corresponding period in 2021. It had also seen a 15.5% year-on-year decline in murders, with 109 people killed this year. Injuries, robberies, and break-ins recorded increases over the period under review, while rape had declined. Last week, Monday, the island-wide murder tally for 2022 stood at 1,442. Right? So, guys, just to add, this pastor, Lewis, he was also the husband of a JLP, I think, caretaker for I don't remember right now what era she was affiliated with, but she was a JLP caretaker for some era, over there. I'm not sure if it's same Portmore or Spanish Town or wherever. So we don't know the where this shooting is coming from, right? So guys, we'll be listening out. We have our ears on the ground, and we'll be listening out to see, to hear if anything has come of this, and if they have come up with any motive for this killing. Let me see. His wife was a Jamaica Labour Party councillor caretaker. I'm not seeing which area she's a councillor caretaker for. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, hit that notification bell, and also to comment, guys. Let us know what you think about the videos, the content, something I've said that you may or may not have agreed with. All right? Blessed love. Peace.